1.45 Part 1.
Jane, you're a primary school teacher and a writer. What kind of books do you write?
Well, I write books for children who are learning English as a foreign language.
How long have you been a writer?
Let me see. Since 1990. So for about 22 years.
Tell us about the trip that changed your life. Where were you going?
Well, it was in the summer of 2008, and my family, my husband and I and our 3 children, decided to have a holiday of a lifetime and to go to Africa. We went to Uganda and Rwanda to see the mountain gorillas. It was something we'd always wanted to do. Anyway, about halfway through the trip, we were in Uganda and we were travelling in a lorry when the lorry broke down. So the driver had to find a mechanic to come and help fix it.
And then what happened?
Well, as soon as we stopped, lots of children appeared and surrounded us. I could see some long buildings quite near, so I asked the children what they were, and they said in English, "That's our school." And I was very curious to see what a Ugandan school was like, so I asked them to show it to me.
What was it like?
I was shocked when I first saw it. The walls were falling down, the blackboards were broken, and there weren't many desks. But the children were so friendly, and I asked them if they would like to learn a song in English. They said yes, and I started teaching them some songs like Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes, a song I've used all over the world to teach children parts of the body. Almost immediately, the classroom filled up with children of all ages, and they all wanted to learn. I was just amazed by how quickly they learned the song.
Did you meet the teachers?
Yes, we did, and the headmaster too. He explained that the school was called St. Joseph's, and it was a community school for orphans, very poor children and refugees. I asked him what the school needed. I thought that he might say, "We need books or paper," and then later we could send them to him. But actually, he said, "What we need is a new school." And I thought, yes, of course, he's right. These children deserve to have better conditions than this to learn in. So when I got back home, my husband and I, and other people who were with us on the trip, decided to set up an organisation to get money to build a new school.
1.46 Part 2.
So, Adelante Africa was born. Why did you decide to call it that?
Well, we wanted a name that gave the idea of Africa moving forward. And my husband is Spanish, and he suggested Adelante Africa because in Spanish, adelante means go forward. And Adelante Africa sort of sounded better than go forward Africa.
How long did it take to raise the money for the new school?
Amazingly enough, not long really, only about 2 years. The school opened on the 14th of March 2010 with 75 children. Today it has nearly 500 children.
That's great. I understand that since the new school opened, you've been working on other projects for these children.
Yes. When we opened the school, we realised that although the children now had a beautiful new school, they couldn't really make much progress because they were suffering from malnutrition, malaria, things like that. So we've been working to improve their diet and health. And at the moment, we're building a house where children who don't have families can live.
And are your children involved in Adelante Africa too?
Yes, absolutely. They all go out to Uganda at least once a year. My daughter Tessie runs the Facebook page, and my other daughter Anna runs a project to help children to go to secondary school. And Georgie, my son, organises a football tournament there every year.
And how do you think you have most changed the children's lives?
I think the school has changed the children's lives because it has given them hope. People from outside came and listened to them and cared about them. But it's not only the children whose lives have changed. Adelante Africa has also changed me and my family. We have been very lucky in life. I feel that life has given me a lot. Now I want to give something back. But it's not all giving. I feel that I get more from them than I give. I love being there. I love their smiles and how they have such a strong sense of community. And I love feeling that my family and the other members of Adelante Africa are accepted as part of that community.
And do you have a website?
Yes, we do. It's www.adelanteafrica.com. We've had the website for about 4 years. It was one of the first things we set up. If you'd like to find out more about Adelante Africa, please go there and have a look. There are lots of photos and even a video my son took of me teaching the children to sing on that very first day. Maybe it will change your life too. Who knows?
1.49. 1,
How long have you been learning French?
2,
I've been learning French for 3 years.
3,
How long has it been raining?
4,
It's been raining since lunchtime.
5,
How long have you been waiting?
6.
I've been waiting for half an hour.
1.50. 1,
It's snowing. How long has it been snowing?
2,
I'm learning Russian. How long have you been learning Russian?
3,
Susan has been working in Italy. How long has Susan been working in Italy?
4,
John is looking for a job. How long has John been looking for a job?
5,
They're living with Mary's parents. How long have they been living with Mary's parents?
6,
I'm going to salsa classes. How long have you been going to salsa classes?
7,
It's raining. How long has it been raining?
8,
Justin is going out with Brittany. How long has Justin been going out with Brittany?
1.51. Phone call 1.
Everything went wrong. I only managed half a day on Wednesday, the first day, and on Thursday we started late, so I'm already behind. I've been suffering from the heat. It's absolutely boiling and the humidity is 100% at lunchtime. I went the wrong way and I had to paddle against the current. I was exhausted. They asked me, "Do you want to give up?" But I said no, because I've also been having a wonderful time. There are pink dolphins, pink, not grey, that come close to the boat. I think that if I can do 100 kilometres a day, then I can make it.
Phone call 2.
I've been on the Amazon for a week now, and I've been paddling for 6 out of the 7 days. The river is incredibly wide, and it's very hard to paddle in a straight line. The water is so brown that I can't see my paddle once it goes under the surface. It looks like melted chocolate. I start at 5:30 in the morning, and I paddle for at least 10 hours, from 5:30 a.m. until dark, with only a short break for lunch. My hands have been giving me problems. I have big blisters. I now have them bandaged in white tape. I'm usually on the water for at least 10 hours. It's boring at times, exciting at others. I listen to music on my iPod. I've been listening to Don't Stop Me Now by Queen to inspire me.
Phone call 3.
I haven't been feeling very well this week. The problem is heat exhaustion. They say it's because I haven't been drinking enough water. I've been travelling 100 kilometres a day, which is my target. But yesterday, after 84 kilometres, I was feeling sick and my head was aching and I had to stop and rest.
1.52. Phone call 4.
I haven't had any music for the last 3 days because my iPod broke, so paddling has been getting more boring. To pass the time, I count or I name countries in my head, and sometimes I just look up at the sky. Sometimes the sky is pink with clouds that look like cotton wool. Other times it's dark, like the smoke from a fire, and sometimes it's bright blue. The day that I reached the halfway point in my trip, the sky was bright blue. I'm superstitious, so I didn't celebrate. There's still a very long way to go.
Phone call 5.
This week, the mosquitoes have been driving me mad. They obviously think I'm easy food. They especially like my feet. I wake up in the night when they bite me and I can't stop scratching my feet. But I'm feeling happier now than I've been feeling for weeks. I've seen a lot of amazing wildlife this week. One day, I found myself in the middle of a group of dolphins. There were about 6 pairs jumping out of the water. I've also seen enormous butterflies, iguanas, and vultures which fly above me in big groups. Yesterday, a fish jumped into my kayak. Maybe it means I'm going to be lucky. I am starting to feel a bit sad that this adventure is coming to an end.
And finally, on the news, BBC presenter Helen Skelton has successfully completed her 3,200-kilometre journey down the Amazon River in a kayak. She set off from Nauta in Peru 6 weeks ago on a journey which many people said would be impossible. But yesterday, she crossed the finish line at Almarim in Brazil to become the first woman to paddle down the Amazon. Here's Helen.
It's been hard, but I've had an amazing time. The only thing I've really missed is my dog, Barney. So, the first thing I'm going to do will be to pick him up and take him for a nice long walk.
1.53. 1.
Was Lisa's father angry about the car?
Yes, he was furious.
2.
Is Oliver's flat small?
Yes, it's really tiny. Just a bedroom and a sitting room.
3.
Are you afraid of flying?
Yes, I'm terrified. I never fly anywhere.
4.
Was the food nice?
Yes, it was delicious.
5.
Are you very hungry?
I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day.
6.
Is your parents' house big?
It's enormous. It has 7 bedrooms.
7.
Was it cold in Moscow?
It was freezing, minus 20 degrees.
8.
Was Jack's kitchen dirty?
It was filthy. It took us 3 hours to clean it.
9.
Are your parents happy about the wedding?
They're delighted. In fact, they want to pay for everything.
10.
Was the film funny?
It was hilarious. We laughed the whole way through.
11.
Are you sure you locked the door?
I'm positive. I remember turning the key.
12.
Were you surprised to hear that Ted is getting married?
I was absolutely amazed. I never thought it would happen.